News headline: Tatiana Kotunyuk had embarked on an ordinary day of adventure, seeking the thrill of the open sea at Rockaway Beach. However, what began as an idyllic voyage quickly escalated into a nightmare beyond imagination. What began as a day of dreams turned into a wound of a lifetime. How did the serene atmosphere of the ocean's surface transform into a scene of terror? Join us as we get into the details of this horrific shark attack only on Shark Nation. Tatiana Kotunyuk stood on the sandy shores of Rockaway Beach, her eyes tracing the meeting point of the vast ocean and the boundless sky. Her life had been woven with threads of resilience and determination, each step of her journey marked by the choices she'd made and the challenges she'd faced. In the early 1990s, she and her husband made a bold decision: to leave their Ukrainian homeland and seek a better life in the United States. Their young daughter clung to them, a reminder of the dreams and hopes they carried across the oceans. The United States welcomed them with open arms, but fate dealt a cruel hand. Tatiana's husband passed away shortly after their arrival, leaving her to navigate a new world as a single mother. Her days were marked by tireless work and unyielding support for her daughter, carving a path for her future in a land of promise. Years turned into decades, and Tatiana's journey evolved into one of grit and perseverance. She became a symbol of triumph over adversity. As her daughter, Darya Kotunyuk, grew up and found her path, Tatiana harbored dreams of a tranquil retirement, a time when she could finally savor the fruits of her labor. She spoke of daily ocean swims, strolls through the city streets, and journeys with her daughter and son-in-law, Greg Kaller, a composer and pianist. Luckily, Tatiana was living her dream that day at Rockaway Beach. It was a serene morning, the kind that entices beachgoers to bask in the tranquility of the ocean's embrace. Families spread their colorful towels on the warm sand. Children built sandcastles at the water's edge, and surfers embraced the curling waves with an adventurous spirit. Rockaway Beach, with its expansive stretch of coastline and inviting waters, has long been a haven for those seeking an escape from the city's bustle. But beneath the surface, a world of mystery and danger awaited, as the deep blue expanse harbored secrets that both fascinated and terrified. If you are planning to visit Rockaway Beach, you will surely come across this sign. Have a look. Amid this serene scene, Tatiana Kotunyuk stood, her toes sinking into the soft sand as she gazed out at the horizon. She was an adventurer at heart, drawn to the ocean's vastness and the allure of its hidden treasures. With a wetsuit clinging to her form, she adjusted the straps of her snorkeling mask and adjusted her snorkel, her excitement palpable. Today was a day for exploration, a chance to immerse herself in the beauty that lay beneath the waves. As Tatiana waded into the water, the sun's rays filtered through the clear surface, illuminating a mesmerizing world below. Schools of colorful fish darted amidst the coral formations, their movements choreographed by an unseen hand. It was a sight that held the promise of awe and wonder, a glimpse into the intricate tapestry of marine life that thrived beneath the waves. But the ocean held more than just its captivating inhabitants. It was also the realm of a predator that ruled with an ancient power, a shark, the apex predator of the seas. Sharks have roamed the Earth's oceans for more than 400 million years, making them older than many of the dinosaurs. They possess an incredible array of senses that make them highly efficient predators. Their keen sense of smell allows them to detect prey from great distances, while their electroreception helps them detect the faint electrical signals emitted by other animals. Dive into the world of sharks by subscribing to our channel and get ready for a tidal wave of thrilling content that will leave you hooked. Tatiana had heard stories, whispers of their silent presence and the chilling fear they inspired. However, like many, she was drawn by both curiosity and the belief that such encounters happen to others, not to spirited adventurers like herself. As Tatiana swam farther from the shore, the water's embrace felt both exhilarating and humbling. She marveled at the vibrant fish that swirled around her, their colors like brushstrokes on a living canvas. The gentle currents carried her deeper, the ocean's mysteries unfolding with every passing moment. But the shadows beneath her feet grew darker, and a primal instinct stirred within her, a fleeting thought that perhaps she wasn't alone in this vast expanse. Time seemed to stand still as the tension in the air grew noticeable. It was as if the ocean itself held its breath, a silence broken only by the distant cries of seagulls. And then, like a sudden shift in the wind, the water around Tatiana's form seemed to stir with a newfound urgency. The fish, once a vibrant symphony of movement, scattered in a frenzy, their presence disappearing in a heartbeat. Tatiana's heart raced as she scanned the water around her, her mind racing to process the sudden shift in the environment. And then, with a primal jolt of terror, she saw it, an unmistakable silhouette moving in the depths below. A shark, its sleek form an embodiment of power and grace, circled in the shadows, its presence a haunting reminder that she was no longer an observer in this delicate dance of life and death. Sharks are renowned for their powerful jaws and sharp teeth. Their jaws are not only designed for biting, but also for the forceful movement that helps them tear apart their prey. Adrenaline surged through Tatiana's veins as she propelled herself toward the surface, each stroke a sign of her primal survival instinct. The water's surface glimmered like a shining wall, keeping her away from the creature that stayed below. Using all her strength, she powered through the water and finally came up, taking a deep breath as she looked around for any sign of the shark. But it had disappeared as quickly as it had come, vanishing into the deep. Tatiana's heart raced as she fought against the waves. She took big breaths, feeling her chest go up and down quickly. She held onto the water's top, relieved that she was safe for now. But just when she was feeling thankful and taking a moment to catch her breath, the shark suddenly came back. It attacked her strongly, biting her left leg. Some sharks, like the great white shark, employ a stealthy approach to hunting. They use their speed to surprise their prey from below and deliver a swift, powerful bite. The bite left a wound several inches deep. Luckily, lifeguards acted quickly. They used their training to help Tatiana stop the bleeding by putting something tight around her leg. Their teamwork showed how people can come together to save someone's life. Tatiana was taken to the hospital in a very serious condition. Even though she had already been through a lot, her fight to get better was just starting. She had to go through 5 surgeries to fix the damage from the shark's bite. Her body now had scars from a battle she hadn't planned to fight, and despite these surgeries, she is left with a permanent disability. Tatiana's daughter, Daria Koltunyuk, spoke up to give everyone hope. In a message, she talked about how much her mom was struggling. Getting better wouldn't be easy. It would take many surgeries and a lot of time with doctors and therapists. The road ahead was tough and uncertain, but Daria knew her mom had always been strong and determined. This incident is considered one of the most severe shark attacks in New York's waters in decades. Who is responsible for the surge in shark attacks? Are they intruding into our territory, or are we theirs?